Built on the side of a former piano factory, there's been plenty of music made on the field here in the decade since it opened back in 1998. Welcome, everyone, to M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore. Today, a battle out of the AFC between the Houston Texans and the Baltimore Ravens. Tyler Loop is out and about ready to send this one away. And we're off from Baltimore. Here's a return from the 7. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. All right, let's get this one on the road, Brock. It is 1st and 10. Kenneth Walker gets it for the first time. And he'll be met near the line to limit the game to a yard. Stopping that play, Trenton Simpson.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down. Off the play fake, it's McCarthy. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. All right, partner testing the perimeter early there. Coverage held up. Could be a tough day for those outside receivers to make an impact.
Okay, partner, testing you here. You've heard me say this a lot. Okay, coordinator's job is to get you man-to-man coverage, and your job is?
To win it. McCarthy throwing on 3rd down. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Gonna have to wait a little longer for his first catch of the game. So that brings up 4th and long. The Texans set to punt. Only needed once last week in the win, and he matches that total here. Takes it in at the 21. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Baltimore offense to the line now. 1st and 10. Jackson looking to throw right away. And he nearly gave it away to start this game. Almost an interception, but instead, a gift. They get it back for 2nd down.
Quarterback of his renowns, Kate, I'm not surprised at all to see him throw it into double coverage early. And that incompletion, well, it's just going to fuel his confidence that much more to keep forcing it.
Throwing again is Lamar. Pass into the hands of Devontae Walker. And they're all the way across midfield before he's brought down. He'll move the sticks after ripping off a gain of 28.
That's a statement throw right there. A statement throw that lets the opposing defense know it's not just going to be check down Charlie today. They're going to be willing to push the ball down the field, and this defense better respond.
Now here's Keaton Mitchell with the run. And they finally stop him, but not before he picked up 7 on that 1st down run.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to. Because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of the defense.
Caught, this is Greg Dulcich. And they haul him down just a foot or two shy of the red zone. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted him. They wanted him on a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after.
Running out of the gun with Mitchell. And they're going to stop him after he wiggles his way forward for 2.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. Lamar now from the gun. Catch made by Keaton Mitchell. And this is going to get him right up near that first down, but he's marked short after a gain of 7, 3rd down.
When there's heat, that blitz coming off the snap, that QB's eyes, you could see it right away. He got to his check down in a hurry. But, Kate, here's the key. Quarterback and running back have to be on the same page. The two were right there, and it netted some positive yards.
Jackson on 3rd and 1. He's able to hit Flowers, caught. And he's going to have enough for the first down, not by much. He got it. That's all that matters. Sets him up with a 1st and goal. Well, when your opponent fails to act, Brock, you want to capitalize, right? And they are moving like a team ready to provide us with our first point to this game.
Yeah, pretty lackluster start there, Kate, from their opponents. You got a golden opportunity to immediately take control as they convert to stay on the field.
Blitz coming, Lamar. And he scores. It's a Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens have a great first drive and get the game's first points. Zay Flowers, the touchdown. Quite the drive they put together to begin this game. What stood out to us, how quickly they were operating. They got a lot of plays in a small amount of time on the way to that touchdown.
What do you mean? We feel that tempo in the booth?
Yep, certainly do.
Kept those guys guessing defensively and on their toes, not quite sure what was coming next. And it will be that same strategy they employ, I'm going to guess so, until that defense proves they can stop it.
All set up. Here's Luke to kick it away. Fields this one at the 3. Finds some space. He's past the 30. And a good effort here as he gets it out past the 35-yard line.
At their own 36-yard line.
The Texans set up nicely as they come up to the line. 1st and 10. First play of the drive. Here's Walker. And they'll stop him here, but not before he gets out to the 47-yard line. He hits a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the 1st.
Well, more often than not, it's the passing game that's asked to go from first down in just one play. But when you get that big play potential on the ground, geez, it just infuses your offense with confidence.
And he's not going to manage to get back to the line even. Tackled for a loss. We've got 2nd and 11. Man, some of these middle backers are so impressive these days, Brock. No problems at all for him to range downhill and cut that play down behind the line.
Kind of the calling card of the position played today. They're not as big as they once were, but boy, can they run. As you said, whether it's downhill or sideline to sideline like that.
And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. Calling about 7 yards on that run. Now it's going to be 3rd down and 4. From the shotgun, McCarthy has him on the quick hitter. They got the football, Brock, but not the first. That stopped just shy of the marker. 4th down.
A gain of 3 yards. It's now 4th down.
McCarthy to throw for it. Into the hands of Dell. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum. Keep that defense on its heels.
New set of downs for him. They'll start at the 38.
The Texans, 1st down.
First give on the ground. It's Woody Morris. And finally, they bring him down. He shook off a couple of defenders there on a nice pickup.
Hey, look, Kate, you can't just ask one tackler to go mano-a-mano and stop this guy. You got to have the cavalry coming. One guy makes a hit, the others are there to clean up and pile on, because one-on-one, He's going to run right through here.
Pass is caught. It's T.J. Hawkinson. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. The Texans trim the lead to 1. It's a T.J. Hawkinson touchdown. Here's Kaimi Fairbairn on for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Texans tie this game 7-7. After tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. This return starts at the 5. He lost the football, and they steal it back on the return. And they limit the damage on the return, but it is still a turnover. First look, a little pistol formation as they come to the line. 1st and 10. From the pistol, give here to Walker. And he drives that front backward on a gain of 4.
You know, Kate, that might be a little bit of a disappointing run to him. He wanted more. They always do. That's exactly what they were after offensively to get this drive moving.
So gain of 5 on that 1st down. Let's see if they can repeat that performance now here on 2nd. McCarthy going to keep it himself. Great work there to evade the tackle, but the rest of the run, pretty forgettable. No gain there.
Nice little welcoming party waiting for him at the line of scrimmage. No surprises that time. This defense was ready.
6 yards to go here. It's 3rd down. They'll throw. 3rd and long. And he's batted away up front. Throw doesn't even get beyond the line thanks to a well-timed swat there. They're going to face 4th down. Now it's Kaimi Fairbairn on to try it for the Texans. Ball on the right hash for this 36-yard look. Up and good from Fairbairn. And that's going to break our tie and give them a 3-point advantage.
Well, I know once that drive stalls out, that's where it really pays to have that reliable kicker on the sideline ready to bail you out. And he knocks that one right through to give him the lead.
Return starts at the 3. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Ravens to the line now. 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Jackson. Gets it downfield. On target to Flowers. And he's taken down just a couple of yards shy of the 40. It's 16 yards on that play. And that's good for a Ravens 1st down. Quite the start to that drive, huh, partner? First play sets him up in the 38. Mitchell gets it from the gun. And they're going to bring him down just after he crosses the 50. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
Danger, Kate. Danger, I say. You get this guy in the open field, and he is dangerous to take it to the house.
Ball just a yard shy of midfield. 1st and 10. Lamar off the play fake. Jump off caught by his back. And he'll get this through midfield and start pushing into Texans territory.
Kate, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason, where one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
Out of the gun, here's Jackson. Short pass brought in. And he's going to be down to within a yard of that red zone as the stop is made. Give him 25 on that play. And that's going to be a Baltimore 1st.
Just excellent effort on that catch. And a lightning quick transition from bringing that football in to getting vertical. He was not content for a second to end that play where he caught it. Any catch he makes, his intent is to put some serious yards on top of it.
And they're going to be humbled here on 1st down. Going to wind up losing yards on this play. We're to the end of 1. It's an early advantage for the Texans. Back to the bank in just a moment. Back at beginning of the second quarter, Ravens in possession. They have it second down, well inside of field goal range. That one connects. And in for the Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens take a second quarter lead. Zay Flowers, the touchdown. His second scoring catch of the game. So Brock, good work there to finish off the drive in the end zone and retake the lead.
You just get this feeling every once in a while in games, this sucker's going to be a back-and-forth football game. So what a great job offensively to jump out in front here in the first half of play.
Texans 10.
All set up. Here's Luke to kick it away. On the return, it's Jalen Knoll. They'll have decent field position to begin with here, Brock. He's tackled just beyond that 30-yard line.
31-yard line.
New set of downs for him from the 31. Walker on first down. Small gain there, maybe 3 if he's lucky to begin this drive.
It's one of those sneaky little runs, Kate, that gets you enough yards to create some doubt into that defensive coordinator. You can stick to the ground, you could throw beyond the sticks, and really create some indecision now defensively.
The left side brought in by Hockenson. And he's brought down after a short game.
There's no question, Kate, big plays down the seam or big tight ends a fan favorite, but it's those type of catches right there. The short yardage, it gets good coverage, contested catches, they really make tight ends a lot more in favor.
And he's tackled with a first down yardage.
You love a huddle? Kate, you really do. You love a huddle full of guys like this who just know how to keep the drive moving forward. There's some trust there that he's going to get the job done, and he's going to get another shot, I would guess, down the line.
Going to the ground again on first. And he gets a few on the plunge forward.
He'll expect more from himself in those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 plus 4 plus 4 equals a first down.
This is Walker on second. No luck there. Ran that one right into traffic and went nowhere as a result. It's going to be third down.
You know, Kate, during draft season, I was talking to an NFL GM, and he said, you know what, in time, we're going to realize tackles for loss are just as big a deal as sacks. Sacks get so much of the popularity. Tackles for loss, when you knock that offense backwards, I promise you, in time, you can keep it a close.
Ravens get him. Down he goes. And a couple of really good plays, Brock, made back-to-back behind the line to bring up fourth down.
A loss of 7 yards. And it's fourth down.
Braden Mann out once more for another punt. And he wants to hit his second effort just as well as he hit his first. Begins his return at the 16. And little to nothing on that return as the coverage team gets to him. First call here coming from the shotgun. Mitchell takes it straight ahead. And they'll bottle this up after a 4-yard gain. As he's out shyer that time on the tackle.
That is simply a stay-on-schedule kind of run. Nothing more, nothing less, just right on schedule.
First down run, nabs him 5, now 2nd and 5. From the gun, Jackson. Walker hauls it in. And they're all the way across midfield before he's brought down. It's a pickup of 26. And that's good for a Ravens first down.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend? Do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
Ball just a yard shy of midfield. 1st and 10. Mitchell up the middle. Middle was crowded, so he found some daylight outside. Look at that. That's a 9-yard gain. Just a little short, but still a 9-yard pickup. That's going to bring up 2nd and 1.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that 1st down marker.
Play action now with Jackson. Finds him on the crossing route. Running in the red zone. And they will take this into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens now lead by 10. So sensational work by the skill man there, Brock. Anytime you can make your quarterback look that good, you know he appreciates it.
That's a quarterback's best friend, no question. But on the other side, gosh, defensively, you got to get that skill player down. Period. End of story. You can't give up that much yards after catch.
All set up. Here's Luke to kick it away. Noel to return this. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. Texans to the line. 1st and 10. Drive begins with a Walker run. And he gets this one up to the 40-yard line. 19-yard pickup, and that's going to move the chains.
One like that, Kane, it just gives everybody a little bit more bounce offensively because you also know you can set the table for more.
Only took them one play, Brock, and they have already made it to the 40-yard line. 1st down, and they go right back to it. Went in there full steam ahead, but he ran out of steam pretty quickly. No gain on that one. Play action, McCarthy. That's a catch for Nico Collins. And he's going to just get this across midfield before he's taken out of bounds.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. And a lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
Here's McCarthy on 1st and 10. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
And look at that. All that effort and success from the previous play, it is gone. Credit to this defense who snapped and cleared. That's part of this game. You got to snap and clear. Give up a big play, come back and make a big one for yourself. And they do get home that side.
Nothing there left side as it ends up incomplete.
I hate to be Mr. Negative guy, but a sack 2 plays ago, an incompletion right there. All that's missing, Kate, is an interception on this play, and you're going to hand this quarterback a misfortune trifecta that nobody wants.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. 3rd and long for him here. No place to go. Ravens take him down. And that is 3 sacks for this defense in this contest, and that one forces a 4th down. Great man on the punt. And he's going to try to give his defense a long field to defend. And he's certainly been staying busy. Once again, he's out to punt and sends this flying. Signaling fair catch, and he takes it in at the 37.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 38-yard line.
Great spot to start a drive in here. Ravens headed up 1st and 10. Lamar back to throw. Finds him over the middle. And he has him right near midfield here. Looks like about a yard short. And gain 11 on that play. And that's going to be a Baltimore 1st. Clock is ticked down. We've reached our 2-minute warning. Ravens holding the lead inside of M&T Bank Stadium. Ball just a yard shy of midfield. 1st and 10. On the handoff. handoff. Here's Mitchell. And he's going to pay off this first down run with a nice pickup of 9.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
First down carry got him 9 yards. Here comes 2nd and 1. Play action. Here's Jackson. Taking a chance to the end zone. Oh, put way too much on that one, Brock. Over the end zone and out. Took his shot at 6 that time. So it's going to be 3rd and short coming up.
Just something off in the rhythm of their passing game on that one. Time to recalibrate and keep throwing it to get back into rhythm.
So after that prior incompletion, it's 3rd down. Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. Finding Flowers. And they bring him down around the 34. Give him 8 on that one. And that's good for a Ravens first down.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it going right where he wanted to with the ball after the snap.
So they'll head up here 1st and 10 from the 34. Lamar now from the gun. That won't be caught outright. It's incomplete. Looking for his wide receiver there. So that brings up 2nd down.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
Lamar throwing again. Looking right, and he finds him. And they're going to be set up at the 11 after that play. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains.
That's just awesome, Kate. A little bit of multitasking on that catch. Primary focus, as I always say, is you got to catch it first. But out of the corner of his eye, he knew exactly where to go, and he gets a bunch of yak on top of it.
Here's Mitchell. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play. Now the Ravens are going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
That linebacker makes that tackle right in the middle of the field. All I'm thinking about right now, Kate's training camp. Because that's the middle drill right there. That is textbook. What you do in training camp, coming to life when it matters.
Throws caught. And he has it down to the 8-yard line on the play. Now a timeout taken by the offense, and we're going to see if they try for 2 plays here or just try the field goal right now. All right, they need 7 here on 3rd down on what is the 9th play of this drive. Now it's Lamar. He gets it again to Mitchell. Touchdown, Baltimore. The Ravens get more points to end alongside the first half. Manage that clock beautifully down to the final moments, Brock, and they get the score just before halftime.
That doesn't change the theme of the halftime speech, but I guarantee you it adds some enthusiasm to the tone. That was awesome.
The extra point is up and through by Luke. And the Ravens push their lead to 18.
Texans 10. Tyler Luke to kick off for Baltimore.
So we'll see if it's a kick return that ends our half or if we get a play from scrimmage as this one's away. So it's a touchback on the kickoff, and we're going to get one final snap here in the half. All right, this is going to be the play that takes us to halftime. Looking to throw. Higgins downfield, and he has it. And he's taken down as he takes this to the 38. That's halftime of this contest. We'll join both teams in taking a short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports in just a moment.
Fairbairn to kick off for Houston.
Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. Starting from the 5. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. Back to throw. Here's Jackson. It's his running back. He gets loose down the right side. He does it. Touchdown, Baltimore. The Ravens grow the lead coming out of halftime.
I think he'll take his highlights however he can get them on a handoff, pin-off, and pass. It really doesn't matter. The important thing is he gets the ball. He gets the touch. He can do his damage. Big time.
That one right down the middle. And the Ravens grow their lead yet again. All set up. Here's Luke to kick it away. Return coming from the 6. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. All right, the Houston offense looks set, Brock. Here's 1st and 10. Walker now from the gun. A lot of space ahead. Get some space around midfield. And this is going to take him up and across midfield there at the opposing 45. They get 27 on the play. And it'll be 1st down, Houston. One play in, Brock, and this drive is already in enemy territory. And the pistol, they're going to run with Marks. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run.
These big D tackles in this league, they love weaponizing their size right in the middle of the field. It is so hard to clear lane against them. And once he got his paw on him, it was dead on arrival.
1st down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. They'll go play action here. It's McCarthy. As a man, it's Tyler Conklin. They pick up 14 yards on that one. And it'll be a 1st down, Texans. Back to throw. Here's McCarthy. He set up the screen here for Marks. Has some space inside the 15. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. The Texans start the 2nd half with some needed points. Well, Brock, this one has not been good to them so far, but they are still fighting and able to get in there for 6.
Just a drive that was all about scratching and clawing. As much as anything, Kate, it was just a pride drive to go and get your job done.
That one splits the uprights. And the Texans make it an 18-point game. Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. That's going to be taken in at the 8. Making some progress here. Free up the middle. It's a breakaway. Hits the 20. Touchdown on an incredible return. Well, when it's set up perfectly, Brock, and you get an exciting return man back there fielding it, wow, there are not many plays in football more exciting than taking a kick back for 6.
Find those blockers, follow those blockers, and then step on the gas. So simple for me to describe, yet so tough to execute on the field.
That one right down the middle. And the Ravens continue piling on to this lead. What do you think, Brock? Can we get dueling kick return touchdowns, huh? Let's find out. The kick is away. This return starts at the 5. And this drive will start inside the 25.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Texans to the line. 1st and 10. They'll start this drive with Marks. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play.
Stopped right at the line, but might as well have been a loss of yards as far as the offense is concerned. It's always humbling when you try force versus force, and the defense wins out.
From the shotgun, McCarthy. He puts some air under it deep down the left. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Try and get it into Nico Collins. So they're left facing third and long. Still 10 yards to get this first down as they come to the line. McCarthy throwing on third down. Ravens get him. Down he goes. And their fourth sack of the game, Brock, brings up fourth down.
This overwhelming pressure and these sacks after sacks after sacks. Well, it's built this lead, and you know it's the way they want to finish it.
They are going for it. McCarthy. He puts some juice on a deep throw. Forces one through double coverage. Oh, it's intercepted. The rookie from Ohio State takes it away. And the Ravens are going to have it after his second interception of the season. Wow, an aggressive choice to go for it on fourth and that kind of distance. And an equally aggressive play in coverage to pick that pass off.
Yeah, that down and distance, you're not running it, right? Too far to get to the stick, so that defense had all eyes on the quarterback. They knew that pass was coming. And it's one thing to know it, it's another thing to execute it and go take it away. That's a big momentum swing for this defense.
It's out of harm's way after stringing together some nice yards on that run.
You know, Kate, back in the day, we had a slip and slide at practice for moments just like that. Actually practicing how to slide and get out of harm's way. Nice gain on the play and denied that defense yet another chance to take a shot on him.
They stopped him just in time. He got back to the line but denied the yard they needed. Third down coming up.
Kate, it's amazing how fast these guys are on the field and how fast your fortunes can turn. Second and short run, you're feeling good about yourself. But with a negative play, well, now comes a critical third down.
Jackson on third and one. Gets it to him on the screen. And they will take this into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. Here's Luke for the point after. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Ravens continue adding on to that lead.
Texans 17.
All set up. Here's Luke to kick it away. Starting from the 5. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
At their own 22-yard line.
All right, the Houston offense looks set, Brock. Here's first and 10. McCarthy fires out wide, complete. And he's going to be brought down up at the 28-yard line. Dose of the hurry up here.
A 7-yard pickup brings up second and 3 at the 28-yard line.
Operating from the gun, it's McCarthy. Throwing the out route, complete. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. Offensive line fast.
And the Texans first down.
Here's McCarthy, first and 10. Hits him on the out route. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable. Creates space to take that shot downfield.
After a good pickup, they've got second and 4. Again, McCarthy to throw. Completed over the middle. And he's tackled with the first down yardage. Moving quickly, trying to get set again.
And the Texans first down. First and 10.
Here's McCarthy on first and 10. Headed out right. He's keeping it. And he's down inside the 40 before he's escorted out. That's going to go as a gain of 13 yards. And it'll be first down, Houston.
That's one of those occasions when you're sitting in the pocket and you're just looking for that escape valve. And then when you get it, you get space to run, and you get a first down, that's a big bonus for the quarterback.
Throwing on first, it's McCarthy. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's brought down at about that 27-yard line. Offense in the hurry up here.
10 more yards. That's another Texans.
First and 10. Here's McCarthy. Buys time, rolling right. He just throws this one away.
Those are the kind of decisions you got to make in that spot. And the smart quarterbacks, they seem to do it consistently. When you're in enemy territory, a throwaway is always better than risking a turnover.
Second down, McCarthy to pass. Finds him over the middle. And he's short of the first after a mild gain. Moving quickly, trying to get set. Another throw here for McCarthy. That is conked, and it's Higgins again. And this one doesn't go far.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
So this one will not get it done. They're going to turn this over on down.
Even the best receivers, they've got occasional breaks in concentration. You just never want to see it happen. One of the most important snaps of the game. If we know anything about this guy, though, it's he'll be up for the challenge the next time the ball comes his way.
First down, here's Lamar. Catch made underneath by the back. And some excellent work to drive them all the way up past the 30-yard line. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on the defense.
Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
You want to see the term read and react with a little video in the football dictionary? That's it.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's second and 10. From the gun, Jackson. Escapes the pocket. There he goes again. Getting 24 yards on that one. And that's going to be a Baltimore first.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
First and 10 from the 43. The give now to Mitchell. And he'll knife his way through for a pickup of 4.
He was brought down by Kalen Poma. 4 yards on the pickup. Second and
Only
6.
1 quarter remaining now in these teams' regular season. It's their football, and with that type of lead we've got on the scoreboard, this game pretty close to over. This is second and 6 coming up. Changing it up here, Jackson. Forced out to his right. He takes it himself. And he's out of bounds, just short of the 30. 8 yards on the gain, and the drive continues forward.
Oh, that just sucks the wind out of the defense. So demoralizing. So many guys do things the right way, only to see a quarterback evade the pressure and go get that first down anyway.
First down throw for Jackson. In big trouble now, and the ball is out. And the Texans grab it. He's off to the races. Into the red zone. And Houston returns this to the end zone. Touchdown. The Texans making the scoreboard look a touch better. Fairbairn now for the PAT. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Texans will trail by 25.
49. Texans 24.
Well, the win may be lost, but their effort certainly isn't. They're going to try to get this one back after the score. And no dice on this kick. The Ravens recover. And they make the stop, we're going to say at about the 37-yard line. Well, I guess they kind of had to do it here, Brock.
Yeah, it's called a have to. Yeah, kind of have to at this point in the game, huh?
Okay, but like most things in this game, it did not work out for them.
Yeah, let's face it, even if they do recover that, probably not going to find a way to win. But this is a time where you work on things, where you do build to the following week. Got to find a way to flush this because it's just not been their kind of game.
On first down, Jackson. Finds him on the crossing route. And they're going to stop him, but he got enough to make it first and goal from the 8.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
Offense in position now. It's first and goal. This is Mitchell. And he will carry this across for the Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens keep running away with this. They kept it on the ground as opposed to airing it out. And that time, well, Brock, the ground game paid off.
Well, these great rushing attacks down here that could score rushing touchdowns, it takes the whole party getting involved. Yeah, the burst of the running back was tremendous. How about the launch of his blockers right off the line of scrimmage? That's a touchdown the entire way, and it took the entire group offensively.
No to return this. It's going well so far. Oh, he gets popped at the end of that one. What a painful end to what was a really solid run back. First down now, ball at the 33. On play action now, McCarthy buying some time right. Oh, he was on the move, but so was the defense, and they take him down. And the drive begins with a rough first step there. That's going to bring up second down.
Hey, I understand that call. You try to get play action to get away from the rush. The problem is this defense has just been relentless.
Throws off the rip, but it's incomplete.
That just goes to show you can't take any completion for granted, even on some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
Here he goes, third and long. Just got it away before the hit button. It doesn't matter, it's incomplete. Fourth down coming up.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
And they'll turn it over on downs as that pass comes up empty and off the field they go.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
First and 10, here's Jackson. Short pass brought in. And they bring him down at the 18-yard line.
Good luck defending that short yardage slant. Just not going to happen. There's a reason. This is a go-to play for just about any quarterback in every situation.
Timeout coming from the Texans. That's their first. May still have 2 to work with in this final quarter. Just a yard left to go on second down. Running out of the gun with Mitchell. Hop on the line here on second down, which is going to make things tougher for this third down coming up.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
Now Jackson on third down. Taken in by Mitchell, right side. He's going to be short of that goal line, Brock, but not of the marker. They've got a first and goal.
This running back is a mismatch maker. That's how I label him on my little sheet right here. Right under his bio, this guy just creates matchup nightmares for every defender on the field.
Pressure coming, it's Jackson. He gets it again to Mitchell. And they will take this into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens are running them out of the building. No hesitation on that throw. He got the guy he wanted right away, and he got it to him for the touchdown.
You know, it's great, Kate, to draw plays and have all sorts of different options, but it's even better when you don't have to get to your second read. His first broke open just like they planned, and that's 6 in the end.
All set up. Here's Luke to kick it away. No to return this. All right, line, and in the end, Brock, this is going to make it out to the 30.
Texans take over first and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Texans to the line, first and 10. Out the middle, it's Marks. And he's into the front for a gain of about 2.
That's the kind of yardage it's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now, second down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
No place to go. Ravens take him down. And that sack may change the next play call as it sends them backwards ahead of third down. Third and long for him here. It's in or no, they dropped another one. Picks dropped on back-to-back plays, Brock. It does force a fourth down.
You know, so often we talk about speed offensively, right? We love receivers that can run. Well, that was a perfect example of how speed kills you defensively. A hurried throw almost ended an interception. And that wasn't until after they almost brought him down behind the line for a sack. Speed's the difference.
And that play doesn't get it done. We've got a turnover on down.
You know, these fourth down plays are all about trust. You lean into what you do best. Unfortunately, with the lack of execution, you're going to throw that one off the playlist.
Throwing now on first down, it's Jackson. Pass complete to Walker. And they will take this into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens throwing 6 more on the blowout. It's a Taz Walker touchdown.
That play really had all the elements you're looking for from a tight end, showing that he can stretch that field. With the route check, secure the catch, quickly become a runner check, and finally go finish that drive off and celebrate with your homeboys.
Texans 24.
All set up. Here's Luke to kick it away. Noel to return this. Finds some space. He's past the 30. There he goes on the right side. He took it all the way. Oh, baby, what a return. Touchdown. All right, Brock, let's see. Let's see if this is able to provide a little spark because their offense just hasn't been able to consistently provide their own so far this game.
Yeah, a little spark, a little charge, a little juice, a little bit of energy. He wouldn't be denied trying to do what he can to jolt this team.
They're going down swinging. We see here, getting ready for an onside kick. And no dice on this kick. The Ravens recover. And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line.
Hey, the numbers don't lie. The numbers tell you, Kate, time and again, it is so hard to recover these onside kicks. And when you got an opponent prepared for it, well, that makes it even more difficult.
On first and 10, it's Jackson. And he's not going to escape this. The Texans take him down. And nice work by the defense to start this drive out. It's a sack on the first play.
It's now 2nd and 19 at the 47-yard line.
Last play sent him back across midfield here, 2nd and long. Out of the gun, here's Jackson. Flushed out of the pocket. Another turnover, this time it's an interception. Kamari Lassiter with the pick. Well, he didn't like what he saw from the pocket, Brock, so he kicked it outright. Coverage did a great job, though, never letting up, and they were there to pick him off.
Yeah, as a QB, you're just trying to buy a little time, break that defense down, but you know how you can tell a well-coached defense? When that QB rolls right, the coverage rolls right with them, flows right with them. So whether he threw it from the pocket or near the sideline in that case, I think we were in store for a similar result.
He was hoping to get it to St. Del there. So 2nd down coming up.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 40-yard line.
From the gun, Marks gets it. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain. So, Brock, that means 3rd down coming up.
The 40-yard line. A gain of 1 brings up 3rd down and 9.
Third and long, ready to throw. McCarthy hit, he lost the football. But fortune on the Texans side. One of their guys got to it. They're going to keep the football. Well, they scrambled back on top of the fumble. They lose a ton, though, and now they've got fourth down coming up.
Yeah, recovering it really only brought you one more play. With how much they lost on that play, well, here come the special teams. And now they got to be special.
And that's going to wind up incomplete as their gamble doesn't pay off. They're going to turn this one over on downs.
Hey, I get it, it's already over, but go down swinging. Unfortunately, that play, like so many of them today, Kate, has been pretty indicative of how this contest has gone.
Cut out left. He's got his guys into the red zone before someone can force him out. The end result there, 15 yards and a first.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Working inside the red zone. He rolls to his right. No one open on that play, so he's going to chuck this to another county.
That right there, Kate, that's taking the hard lessons from the previous drive and putting it into practice right here. You don't see a throw you like, it's too tight a window, don't risk yet another interception.
Shotgun snap to Jackson. Completed over the middle. And stop me if you've heard this before, Brock. They've scored again, and they grow that lead further. The Ravens continue adding to an insurmountable lead. Here's Luke for the point after. The point after splits the upright. And the Ravens tack on 7 more to their lead.
Ravens 77, Texans 31.
All set up. Here's Luke to kick it away. Noel to return this. He's brought down to end that run back, and we have reached our 2-minute warning. That's the 2-minute warning here from Baltimore. Texans trying to do some window dressing. First and 10 from the 32. From the shotgun, McCarthy. Ravens get him, down he goes. And after one play, this drive might already be in trouble. That's going to push him back for second down.
Just an incredible effort out of him today. And the type of performance, frankly, that elevates the energy level of all 10 guys around him. What a game he's got going.
And he'll go down after pushing this up to the 29. Working fast as the clock ticks towards 0.
Brings up 3rd and 12.
McCarthy throwing on 3rd down. Looking slant route, complete. Now he's past the 25. Touchdown, Houston! The Texans putting up points in a game decided. Fairbairn now for the PAT. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Texans cut into the lead by another point.
77, Texans 38.
With time ticking away, they prepare for a must-get onside kick.
For Houston.
And no dice on this kick. The Ravens recover. And he's going to be brought down after reaching the 43.
No question they wanted the ball back late, but you don't see many of these recovered by the kicking team in the NFL. You see even fewer recovered when they're actually expecting it, like they certainly were right there.
First and 10 from the 43. They're going to pass it here. That one's complete, right side. He's forced out of bounds after a gain of about 4 there. Second down.
A whole bunch of credit goes to just about everybody on that offense. Guys up front didn't give the QB enough time to let that play develop. Excellent effort by that receiver to stay alive and for the quarterback to scan the field and find his completion.
And Lamar doing what he does oh so often, Brock. Sliding in safe after picking up the first.
You know, these are the type of plays that really get an offense going. This is a chance for a QB to inspire the guys around him. Calling his own number, carrying his teammates to a first down on that big run. That inflates an offense, and it can suck the wind out of that defense.
And he's going to be marked down about 4 yards away from that first down marker. Now the Ravens are going to use the first of their timeouts. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. Offense still line. This is 2nd and 4. Oh, Brock, look at this. He's setting up to throw it. Chased out to his right. And in for the Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens are running them out of the building. So an exclamation point there. That caps off what, and I think you'd agree, Brock, has been a dominating performance.
Yeah, I would. Really in all phases, too. You know, I thought coming in that this would be a much closer game than how it's turned out to be. And you got to give credit where it's due. This offense has been outstanding throughout.
That one splits the uprights, and they'll continue adding to their lead. All set up. Here's Luke to kick it away. And he won't opt to bring this one out. He's content to keep it there in the end zone. They'll start their drive at the 35.
35-yard line.
Nice starting spot for the Texans here. They're about set. 1st and 10. From the shotgun, McCarthy has him on the quick hitter. And he's tackled for a short gain. Offense up to the line fast.
A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8. At the 37.
Operating from the gun, it's McCarthy. And they don't connect there, so only 6 seconds remaining. Nico Collins, the intended target. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long.
That's what I call complimentary defense right there. That pressure by the group up front, that leads to the incompletion and to the benefit of that secondary.
Throw here, 3rd down. They don't connect there, and now just 3 seconds showing on the clock. No luck finding his receiver that time. And they're going to be stuck with a 4th and long. All right, one more snap to play here. Desperation time here. And it's incomplete. They dialed up their best effort, Brock, but they come up empty. That's going to be a turnover on downs. So in front of the flock of fans in the stands, the Ravens get the win at home. Well, Brock, the playoffs didn't materialize for them this year, but at least they were able to rally together here in this final week and close the campaign out with a victory.
Yeah, you know, once those playoffs are out of the picture, your focus really becomes building some hope for next season. Ending things on a good note, getting people excited about your tape and what's to come in the future. And in this win, we certainly saw some of those moments that make me excited to see them chase the playoffs next season.